This is the greatest Slayer update Jagex has ever made to old school RuneScape. It is almost perfect. Welcome ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well today. In this video we're going to be discussing the new Slayer update with the new task block list, the good, the bad, the ugly. So without further ado, strap yourselves in and let me know your preferred Slayer master and block list in the comment section down below. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button while you're down there, I'd greatly appreciate the support. And if you're on mobile, try clicking that new hype YouTube feature that they're putting out there. It's a new algorithm thing. Test it out. I want to see what happens. Let's dive into the video. So what did Jagex actually do here? As you've probably already seen in Rune News, there were a few bugs that have been resolved. We have got a brand new Slayer reward system with our block list, which we'll go through in just a moment. And the Slayer points have been changed based on which Slayer master you want to use, being cheaper for anyone below the Wilderness and the Duradel, Curadel Slayer masters, those being the original points. There's also been some refunds with different rewards that you can buy from the shop, and a mix-up with different Slayer tasks, which we'll go through now. A few drop rate changes here and there, and then some miscellaneous changes with more like lower cost funds for things like task storage. Changes to the Granite Hammer, now giving the Golem Bane effect, making it effectively second best in slot at gargoyles and gargoyle bosses behind the scythe, I believe. And then just some drop rate changes with herbs and changing how they drop from notes to actual herbs now, so the herb sack has some use. Pretty basic rundown here, but if we look at it in game and actually take a peek, this is amazing. Look at this fucking list. This is so simple. This is something we've needed in game for a while. Now, if we go to the wiki and pull up the Slayer task waitlist, this is pretty much what you used to have to do to find out the best block list that you could get for your designated or desired Slayer tasks. That way, if you were looking for an imbued heart, or Jad tasks, or certain bosses, or Hydras, or whatever you were trying to achieve here, faster XP, better tasks that were less cringe, you had to fill all this crap out. It's not the end of the world, but it's a lot, and it's third party. Now here, all you gotta do is just tick what you don't want, and it gives you percentages. Now, it doesn't mean it's perfect, but now I know that Water Fiends is 0.9%. Why the fuck would I block Water Fiends? There's less than 1% chance that I get a Water Fiend task, and every time you block something new, the numbers of everything else goes up. So you can actually see how common everything else is getting. And this is just the best way to handle it, in my opinion. Now, I've got a few issues with this because when I logged in, I had a 1,350 point refund because I did get, I think some of these got cheaper, right? Oh, I didn't even pay for those, damn. Oh, this one got cheaper, Ring Bling, and I think Bigger and Badder got cheaper, which is somewhere here. So there was a few refunds that I was able to grab. But the problem is now I have to spend multiple Slayer points on multiple different masters rather than one generic overall block list, which can be a little tedious for some players, especially the mid-game players that are kind of already spending all their points. Late game, I don't think it matters a huge amount unless you're really camping Konar, but we'll get into that in just a moment. Another thing I like to point out here is the, where is it? What are they called? Metal Dragons. Here you go, pedal to the metals. So all metal dragons are now pretty much one task. So it doesn't matter if it's bronze all the way through rune. How do you spell metal? M, there. I've got a 6% chance of getting 35 to 45 metal dragons. That's big for rune and adamant dragon farmers. Mithril dragons I'm a big fan of, so I'll be smashing those as well. But the ability to put them all into one, some people I've found didn't like that. I think that's fucking awesome because now I don't have to waste a block on steel, iron, and steel and iron dragons because you don't really get bronze, do you? So that kind of alleviates a bit of the pressure. Yes, it does mean your rune and adamant dragon tasks are bigger, and the bots and the AFKs are like they're always there now. It's a lot harder to find a world. However, due to extreme autism, I'm a mithril dragon boy at the end of the day because I do want a dragon full helmet. So I guess I don't really see the problem in that just yet. I'm sure as time goes on, it'll get less and less tedious. But overall, this becomes a much better money task, especially for rune dragon hunters and those trying to get unique rune dragon items and adamant dragon items without having to pay for an extension, because you can extend it to, what is it, like fucking, I think this goes up to like 200 or something. It's crazy. I think 35, 45 is more than enough dragons for a Slayer task, because the issue I have with some Slayer tasks is that they're too fucking long. Like extending Araxites, I wouldn't do that if I was doing the boss, but now that I've green logged it, I'm going after the little guys for the heart, extend it perfectly because of the cannon. But man, getting a, it's not on here, the Hydra, getting a Hydra Slayer task, for example, I don't want to kill 170 fucking alchemical Hydras. It is just, it's boring and slow, and it kills Slayer for me. So I think having smaller tasks like the Metal Dragons is a perfect balance for this. Why the fuck not? Now, there's also Okay, good. Thank God I've still got the mithril bars being noted. It would be good if they did that with adamant and rune bars as well. Combine them all into one. I think Jagex could maybe look into that in the near future. That would be a nice little update. That would be a nice little addition that they could definitely look into. Just mithril, rune, and adamant all in one. Why the fuck not? It would just make, I guess, doing it on slow tasks much easier too. Would be less tedious for banking purposes. That would actually make the task a fuck ton easier. Now, if you have a look at my Slayer block list here quickly, while we're at, who's this, Kuradel? Yeah, I've got the classics. Black Demon, Sequoias, Skeletal Wyverns, Elves, Dagonoths, Cave Krakens, and Spiritual Creatures. This is pretty much my block list prior to the update. I think there was a few changes, but the fact that you can pick your own block list at any time allowed me to not waste my time. So you're probably wondering, why is this my block list? Well, one, Black Demons fucking suck, and I've got all my Zenite jewelry. I don't plan on doing contracts. I've got that many contracts from Yama already. Don't really need to be doing them, especially, what is it, up to 200 of them. Fuck that. Sequoias just suck in general. I am on an imbued heart grind, I probably should note. So anything with, what are they called, superiors are good for me at the moment. So Sequoias are a big no-no. Then we've got Skeletal Wyverns. In my opinion, one of the worst Slayer tasks in the game because Skeletal Wyverns just suck dick. Now, it is only 20 to 40, which is a nice number, but I just don't want to waste my time farming bot-ridden dragons that hit you with multiple attack styles that you can't defend against, and also, unless you range, I guess, but even then, that fucking sucks killing them. And they just don't really drop anything of value. Skeletal Wyverns suck. Fossil Island Wyverns, on the other hand, by the way, are excellent. And if you're not doing Fossil Island Wyverns, you need your head checked with a brick. All you have to do is do the Longtail Wyverns. I've got a video on it. Don't do Spinning Wyverns or anything. Do Longtail Wyverns because then they only can damage you with one attack style. Every other Wyvern is 2 attack styles, and that's not including what you can pray against. So I'll say that again quickly. Spitting and Ancient and whatever other, was it Taloned Wyverns, they can range, melee, and breath you. Longtail Wyverns only melee and breath. So pray melee, you've only got to deal with the breath damage. Wear a shield. It makes Fossil Island Wyvern tasks infinitely better. Just fucking do them. Next we have Elves, which is obvious because they fucking suck as well. You can't even like cannon them correctly in multi, I'm pretty sure, so fuck that. Dagonoths, I've done all the combat tasks. I've done all the, I think actually I've done all the combat tasks. Hold on. Whoa. Dagonoth. Yeah, we've done all that. I haven't done the collection logs, but who gives a shit about that? I don't have time for fucking Dagonoths at the moment because I've got Gargoyles currently. That does no superior. Cave Kraken, that sucks. I'm 999 KC, no pet, no tentacle. I got a fucking scythe. What do I need to do Cave Kraken for? And Spiritual Creatures was a questionable one. I didn't really want to block Spiritual Creatures because they are really good to farm in the next area. However, I do have a fuck ton of Blood Essence. And I think the alternative one was something else. Fuck. I want to keep Greater Demons until I get one more Synapse. I think I'm going to swap it with Greater Demons once I get the last Synapse. That way I don't need to keep switching between Scorching Bow and the Purging Staff, so that would be nice. I think that's what I'm going to do. That was really the other choice. Some people were saying Hellhounds, but I still need to kill Service, and Hellhounds are pretty AFK, good for hard close anyway. So that's kind of where I'm sitting with my block list and why I've got what I've got. Worms I would block, but they do have superiors, so I have to kind of keep them for now. So that's my block list and why. Now, the issue I have with this Slayer update is if I wanted to go to Konar, no, not Konar, who's this dickhead, Steve, I've got to pay for another fucking block list again. And it's like, what, 70, 80 points per block list? Or per blocked NPC? Now, luckily, I don't have a need to do fucking Steve almost ever, but I believe this Slayer Master is used because people want to push, I think it is Jad and Zuktas at 4.1%. I think, yeah, that's slightly better than Duradel. Now, it's not a huge amount, and it doesn't really justify blocking creatures over here. But it is a different list altogether that I'm not entirely... Like, what the fuck is a Custodian Stalker? Oh, they're the new ones. Shit. They actually might be good to do. Okay. But, so, like, you know, the quantities aren't as bad here with Elves. I wouldn't block Elves here because Elves is a smaller... Like, 69 is way easier than, like, 170 or whatever it was. Gargoyles are pretty good. Demons and Hellhounds are lower. This is a much lower KC Slayer Master to be using. Why not use this Master instead? Well, he doesn't also have as good of a boss various... what is it called? The boss ratio. Does he even do a rack task? He does, but it's a lower ratio than Kuradel. So the good tasks, the better tasks are in smaller quantities sometimes, but also less likely. But also the shitter tasks are in lower quantities too, actually. Damn, this isn't too bad. Fuck. Seeing this really opens my eyes to what's available. I haven't got Brine Rats. I don't really want to do Brine Rats, but I do need a Brine Saber eventually. Fuck, this might actually change the way that I do Slayer. I might have to start doing Steve now. I don't want Scarabax. Like, what the fuck is that? Jesus. Oh, Sequoia's much higher here. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Turoth, I wouldn't even want to touch Turoth. There's no Kuros. Oh, there is Kuros. Okay. I'll have to compare the Slayer list properly and have a look now. Damn it. Shit. I don't have Vampires chosen anymore because I couldn't be fucked. I didn't want to re-unlock them. Well, I think that Jagex should... I'm just rambling here. Sorry. I think Jagex should allow you to buy an upgrade that lets Steve and Kuradel both give you Hydra Slayer tasks, not just Kona. You have to buy it like 500 points or whatever, sure, but I don't want to ever use fucking Kona. This bitch sucks. Where's Hydra's on here? 4.5%. That must be her highest weighted, maybe. That with Worms and maybe Drakes. Yeah. Drakes, Hydras, and Worms, all the highest rating. Of course. I don't want to use this. 120 to 170 Water Fiends. Get fucked. Turoths, Trolls. I don't want to do any of this crap, you know? Oh my god, Metal Dragon 6.8%. It's even higher here. Jesus. Because the worst part about this boss is that she gives you locations. No one wants to do Abyssal Demons or Aberrant Spectres in the Slayer Tower. No one wants to. It sucks. It's a bad part of this boss. Black Demons are just terrible in general. Even with the Yama release. That's what sucks about this Slayer Master. It makes it difficult to want to actually fucking do. I'll do it every 50 Slayer tasks. I will rarely do it every 10 Slayer tasks. Kona I can't fully commit to. I don't know if I want to spend the points just yet. Especially that I've finished everything Hydra. Except Pet. But they are good imbued heart chances, but Araxites are even better, so it doesn't matter now. I will probably just use Kona every 50, maybe every 10, and if I get enough points banked up, I might do a block list here, but I can't justify it, especially not at 185 reward points remaining. Like, I could use those for skips on some garbage with Kuradel, so that's one drawback from this thing. I don't have a... So that's one drawback at the moment from this update. I don't have a block list over here anymore at Kona. I have to actually invest points. I think it's 80 points per fucking NPC to block. I've got to pull that out my ass now. So that does suck. But finally we have the Wildy Slayer Master. Now this is a catch-22 because, again, this is 100 points to block one task now here at the Slayer Master. But this is a completely free and open wilderness task list. This is the most welcome one. While it is also another 100, of course, it is a lot. This is a wilderness only block list that doesn't interrupt your current block list. All the other Slayer Masters abide by the one block list. This Slayer Master does abide by it a little, but this is completely different now. You can absolutely go spiritual creatures, probably rogues, pirates. I'd probably do necros. I wouldn't do bursting in the wilderness. Fuck that noise. Mammoths maybe. Fuck, I don't know. That might be mostly it, to be honest. I suppose rats aren't on here. Earth Warriors, get rid of those. So I think this is a great Slayer block list to be able to, you know, cover up. Bosses isn't on here, is it? Oh, boss varies. Oh yeah, it's only Wildy boss. Oh, I like that. Shit. So this is a great one to use. When I get 700 points, I'm probably going to do that when I can dump all my time and luck into Revenant weapons. Is this a perfect update? No. It's nearly perfect. This Slayer block list system is excellent and way more user-friendly and understanding and just more accessible for people to block their stuff without having to skip, and then block. You don't have to spend 300-400 points just to block one task. You can block them all now whenever you want. 700 points at most, you've done your Slayer Master. I love it. I don't like that it doesn't translate across all other Slayer Masters, but I guess that's the drawback at the end of the day. It is cheaper for other Masters like Vanaka, who we're going to go have a look at down here, because he gives a lot of points now. I think he's giving like 8 points per task, which is really good. That's better than the Shadler chick, right? I'm pretty sure. Where's it on the wiki? 8 points per task, which is a crazy number of points. I don't know what the fairy bitch gives. I have no idea why. How do I check that? She gives 10. Kono gives 18. Duradel gives 15. Yeah. So they buff the shit out of Vanaka and this Mazchino guy. These guys give 0. So this is a good fucking Slayer Master to be using now, especially mid game. Especially since they got rid of a lot of, like, I think they took Earth Warriors off here. They even got rid of dragons. They got rid of metal dragons. They made this guy's Slayer, like, task list so much better. And they're not even high weighted on anything. So you can really customize this and take advantage of it. You're not going to be doing Abyssal Demons and Necros on this guy mid game. So you can just block the dog shit. And you've got a good fucking Slayer Master here for 8 points per task. This is great mid game. When I pull my Hardcore Ironman up to continue doing Slayer, I'm coming to Vanaka. This guy's actually fucking useful now. You don't need to be Slayer skipping as much anymore. It's a fucking win-win for everybody. One thing I also learned that I forgot to mention over at Duradel is that I didn't know that Fire Giants and Ice Giants can be done at the, what are they called? Royal Titan bosses, provided you pick the boss to loot, right? So that's also really big, and that's why Fire Giants are no longer on my block list. They used to be, but I haven't done Royal Titans yet. I've only done a little bit, so if I get a Fire Giant Slayer task, I'll probably go smash a fuck ton of Royal Titans, because why the hell wouldn't I? And I think that's awesome too. It's only 60 points to block here, which is massive. So easy block list setup if I ever wanted to do something here, but I just wouldn't on this account late game. However, this fucking unit over here, Fang, Infernal Cape, oh yeah, he paid for that setup 100%. Look at him go. My boy. I respect the shit out of it. Hell yeah, he's getting that fucking Moss Giant KC. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to wrap up this video today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you all. Let me know your Slayer tasks and your block list down below. You guys are the best. See you in the next video. See you in the live stream and Rune News tomorrow. Have a good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.